construct the locus of points are at a constant distance from a fixed point. There are two conditions. What it means by locus? We know according to the definition, a set of points satisfying one or more conditions is known as a locus. Here there are two conditions. What are them? Constant distance from a fixed point. So I will consider the fixed point first. I have a fixed point. From here, the locus means set of points are located in constant distance. The second condition we need to satisfy constant distance. So write the topic and follow my comments. Just place a point by using your pencil. Draw this. Place a point. By using your ruler, measure 4 centimeters from here. You know how to measure 4 centimeters from here. Place 0 of your ruler here and mark a point where 4 centimeters. Mark a point at 4 centimeters. Now again rotate your ruler and here perfectly align with 0. Okay, otherwise you will end up with the wrong construction. So 0 is not in the corner, okay, not in the edge of this ruler. This is somewhere inside. So you should perfectly align that 0 at this point. I will mark this point as point O and measure 4 centimeter again. Mark a small dot by using your pencil. Don't use pencil. Again follow the same method and measure another 4 centimeter mark. Another one, another one, another one, another one. Likewise, mark 8 such points from the fixed point O. You should measure 8 points which are located 4 centimeter away, exactly 4 centimeter away from the fixed point O. There are two conditions. First one, fixed point. So I mark the fixed point as O. Then the locus of points are at a constant distance. There is no any constant distance given. So I am going to consider the constant distance as 4 centimeters. So from the point O, I have to use my ruler to measure 4 centimeters and mark a point at 4 centimeters. Now again, I have to remove my ruler from this place and place the ruler again in another place near to here. This point O should be aligned with 0 and mark 4 centimeter dot again. Likewise, you should follow the same procedure 8 more times. 8 more times to produce points which are located 4 centimeter away from the fixed point O. That's what you have to do. Okay, now we satisfied both of those conditions. What are them? A fixed point and a constant distance. We measured the constant distance as 4 centimeter to mark several points around the fixed point. So now use your pencil to draw. Now use your pencil to connect these. Don't use your ruler. By using your pencil only, just connect all these points which you marked. Okay, I'll repeat again. Just use your pencil to mark the points which you marked from away 4 centimeter away from the fixed point O. So from the fixed point O, we measured 4 centimeters, such like many points to draw the locus. So when you connect all these points by using your hand, okay, by using your hand, just connect them. Not exactly a circle, partially you will obtain a kind of circle by connecting all these points. So that's how we got the relationship, the locus of points which are at a constant distance from a fixed point. That will give you a kind of locus. No, the name of that locus is circle. If I inform you to draw a circle, you know how to draw a circle. So from the locus we obtain the circle. Now we will analyze this properly. Yeah. So from a fixed point in the circle, we can name the fixed point of the circle as a midpoint. Okay. According to the locus, they were denoted as a fixed point. But in mathematics, we know the midpoint, that is the origin of that circle, midpoint. So the fixed point, they mentioned the fixed point. Actually, it should be the midpoint of that locus circle. Thereafter, the constant distance. We used another term, no? Constant distance. We have to analyze that one as well. So the constant distance from the midpoint to here, midpoint to here. Likewise, we measured many points. Many points. How can we name them? These are the radius of the circle. These are the radii of the circle. So in plural form, I can use radius. These are the radius of the circle. So we completed our first loci and construction. What was that? The locus of points are at a constant distance from a fixed point. So by drawing the construction, we obtain that as a circle. So thereafter, we will analyze what are the conditions. The fixed point they mentioned, by using the fixed point accordingly, that fixed point is the midpoint of this circle. The fixed point means midpoint of the circle. Thereafter, a constant distance, no, by using ruler we measured 4 centimeter, 4 centimeter, such like. So that constant distance is the radius of the circle. Radius of the circle. Initially, we don't know whether it's circle or triangle, something like that. But after drawing our construction, we obtain it as circle. Thereafter analysis, we can find the fixed point as midpoint of the circle and constant distance as radius of the circle. So in here the question, draw the locus of points which are 5 centimeter from a fixed point A. In previously, we didn't have any idea what the construction we have to draw, what are the measurements, we didn't have any idea. But now you got the idea, you should draw a circle. So that's what you have to analyze here as well. The locus of points which are 5 centimeter from a fixed point A. So midpoint of that circle, that is A, and radii of that circle, that is 5 centimeter. By using that, let's draw a circle. Mark a midpoint A. Now, no need to mark the points like this. Previously, we didn't have any idea. That's why we did a practical stuff to find the locus. Now you have the idea, no? So, directly use your ruler. This is 0 and here you will have 5 centimeters. By using your compass, needle of your compass at 0 and pencil should be at, just sharp your pencil properly. Pencil should be perfectly aligned at 5 centimeters. So likewise, you should adjust your compass to take 5 centimeter measurement in it. Thereafter, place that needle. You have measured 5 centimeters by using a compass already. Now use that needle at point A and 5 centimeter is here. In your pencil, you have 5 centimeters. By using that, draw a proper circle. Draw a proper circle by rotating your compass. You will end up with the proper locus what you have to obtain. Draw a locus of points which are 5 centimeter from a fixed point A. So midpoint A, radii should be 5 centimeters. Likewise, you can end up with a correct construction. A, and you can mark the radii as 5 centimeters. At only one place you can show radii as 5 centimeter. Midpoint of the circle is A and radii is 5 centimeters. That's all for our first loci and construction.